Hi, my name is Bob Schreck. I'm the Senior Vice President and Editor-in-Chief of Legendary Comics. I've been in the industry far longer than I should, I guess. My involvement with the Pander brothers started at Kimiko. Mostly what we did there was with Grendel, Matt Wagner's Grendel. And he was actually doing a tour across the United States, and while he was in Portland, Oregon, he was at a comic shop, looked up and saw local kids' art, who probably the artwork was from when they were 16 or something. So Matt Wagner basically found them in Oregon and then brought them back to Norristown, Pennsylvania, and said, "These guys are great, I want to work with them." The Pander brothers are a unique beast. It's really hard to kind of divide and figure out who does what. They are really frighteningly like one unit. They're this mind meld. I remember we were at San Diego Comic-Con. They just started pitching us as we were walking out of the convention center. I think they had a talking dog in it at one point, and I think we removed that. But yeah, it was exciting. Just, another beautiful day in San Diego, and you're stuck inside this horrible convention center. And then to go outside and listen to two really great creators just pitch you this idea, it was a good time. Everything that they talked about back then has just gotten worse to this day. I mean, we now have, a corporation is a human being. It's a person. But it's exactly what they were talking about all those years ago. So, the Panders have always been very, very politically involved. Portland knows them all too well, even if they don't know exactly who did it. It's usually their finger points to them. And rightfully so. They're trying to express their feelings and their ideas of where this society should be going globally, and we're going the wrong way. This was their fantasy to be able to destroy that system and say, okay, this is where we should be. The comics market at the time was pretty volatile. We just had Image Comics come into the world and just turn everything upside down in terms of sales. Like any entertainment field, it's a very fickle market. And Image was highfalutin and everybody loved them, and then suddenly they were the pariah, and their books weren't selling. Ronald's up in Quebec almost went out of business because they went out and bought all these brand new machines to print the books, and then the books didn't sell, and then they couldn't pay for the machines. So it was a pretty up and down time, and at the time we were going to go all full color for it, and then it just wasn't going to pan out. We were going to lose our shirts. You've still got people dying to read this book because we're still where we were, and where we are is nothing's really changed. If anything, it's gotten worse. So the people that I think that are going to look for this book and enjoy this book are the angry young folk out there who want to see change, real change. But it's the same. It's an oppressed younger generation who's sitting there looking at my generation saying, "What the hell did you guys do?" So you've definitely got a lot of inspiration in there to pull a modern reader in, and it's just a great adventure tale. It really is an exciting run. So and it's an eternal story. Triple X or the Dissident, however which way you want to call it, is just a classic tale of the underprivileged and the downtrodden striking back against the evil empire.